Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to my channel. This is Draconis Lunae Amethistus, and you are watching Spirituality 101. This is new and interactive. This channel will be all about spirituality. I will be asking you to subscribe, comment below, like, share, email, smoke signal, whatever floats your boat. Things you would like to know about spirituality. I know that people are having difficulties with awakenings and ascension process, and sometimes you want to go to the internet and have a question, and there's just 10 million ways to find an answer, and nothing's ever very clear. So I want to be here to help people start out at the beginning. I've had a lot of interaction with people when you start talking about fifth dimension or fourth dimension even, and spirituality versus religion, and people are so in a box or just don't understand and they have nowhere to go to get their questions answered. So I realized that instead of trying to tell you what to think, I'm not going to ever tell you what to think. I'm not going to try to make a video that you can go look up and maybe get some kind of answer what I was feeling in the moment. I want you to tell me what you need to know. Since this is the first video I'm doing, I'm going to use Archangel Michael cards, and Michael's going to let me know what the collective spiritual seeker is looking for right now, and we'll try to cover those topics the best we can. I don't want these videos to be very long. I want you to be able to ask your questions, get your answers, and move on with your day. If you would like to have a personal spiritual counseling session with me, the information is down below. I do have a blog that I do keep up with, and I do have other videos for astrological forecasts, divine feminine, divine masculine readings for twin flames. This is my divine path. This is the beginning of my mission. Archangel Michael has given me my assignment, and he has asked me to do these spiritual informative videos, and I told him that I don't really much care for people, and I'm really not very funny, and he said he really didn't care that I was going to do them anyway. And kind of a shortened up version. You can read the story in my blog. It kind of explains how I got where I'm at today, how I got my name, what kind of plans the angels have for me, what my divine mission is as a twin flame, as a Lightworker. But today, I would just like to get started. Maybe we'll pull 3 cards and see what kind of information I can share with you about spirituality in general. I guess we can start out with what is spirituality. And I think spirituality, in essence, is a way of life. It is not a religion. Religion is a religion. Religion to me is putting your belief into a box. Like, I believe this one way, and I'm going to put all my beliefs in this box, and this is what I'm going to believe. I'm never going to look outside the box. I'm never going to question what's in the box. I'm just going to be in the box. And I recently have kind of returned to a point where I experienced a little bit of someone else's faith, and I honestly felt choked and like my air had been taken away. Spirituality is opening your mind to possibility. Spirituality includes science. It doesn't have to be one way or the other, spiritual or religious. Spirituality can coexist with religion. No one's asking you to give up religion. This is just my observation, how I felt when I was in a religious space. When I released that, because it wasn't working for me. I didn't say that does not have its place. Religion absolutely has its place. It just didn't have its place in my life. But I opened up, and then I opened myself up to all kinds of new experiences and understandings because my mind was open, my heart was open. I was already knew that I was gifted as a child. I was watched over and by spirits, and I could communicate with spirits. I could see spirits. I could, I'm a very strong empath, and so all of that I kind of grew up with knowing, but I never knew what it was actually for until very recently, when we've recently learned about the waves of twin flames here to help heal the planet in its time of need. So, enough about me. Um, let's get to the questions that Michael would like to share. Michael, we would like 3 cards to know what we can share regarding spirituality with the planet. What does anyone watching this video need to know about spirituality? Like I said, this will probably be the only video where I use cards. I will be answering questions from subscribers. I do ask that if you would like to be interactive with these and have me make a video, that you do please subscribe. If you would like to share karmic donations for me providing this information for you, they are greatly appreciated. Nothing goes unnoticed, believe me. I had to have a long talk with Michael about monetary things, and I don't believe my gifts should be exploited. I have difficulty, quote unquote, selling my gift, but we do have an understanding that donations are very welcome. And at some point down the road, I will start making DVDs of the different episodes that can be sold, so they can be watched repeatedly if that's something that you enjoy, because everyone will be different, but that's for future down the road. And wouldn't you know, Michael's first card, this is your life's purpose. It says, Archangel Michael, you know the details of my divine life purpose, and I ask you to help me be aligned with my goals. Please clearly guide my actions so that I'm taking the best steps to fully manifest my wonderful and meaningful career. This almost makes me want to tear up. I don't cry over anything. I am awakened. I don't get very emotional about much of anything, but Michael gets to me all the time. This could have been drawn just for me myself. This is your life's purpose. It's so important above anything else for each person to find what brings them joy, to live your life in your truth. You see the rays of light shining around the globe? It's the planet. It's an angel holding the planet, healing it. This is my purpose. My purpose is to be an earth angel, to help heal the planet, to help you find your way, to find your spiritual path. What is your spiritual path? It's in your heart. Michael wants you to look inside your heart and find what makes you happy. If you're doing something that does not make you happy, then you're in the wrong place. If you're doing something, and I mean work, I mean choices in life, I mean anything. If you're doing anything that makes you miserable or unhappy, you are in the wrong place and you need to get out, and get out now. Money is important. I understand. We all have bills to pay. We all have to eat. We have to do our things. But it is so important for your own mental and spiritual well-being, health and happiness, to follow your life's purpose. Look inside your heart. This is all the angels ever ask of us. This is all the divine ever asks of us. They've never asked us to go out and do anything. They've never asked us to go hug our neighbor. Hell, I would want to hug my neighbor. But I can definitely look inside. I can definitely look inside myself and see what makes me happy, what brings my passion, what I have to bring to the world, what's in my heart, and what I have to give. We all have something. We are all gifted. I think it was one of the political elections they had. I don't remember what it was about. I think it was the plumber Joe, and I think the important. I don't follow politics, but I think the important part was to just remember the everyday person. You know, just because you think you don't have a gift or you aren't strong or you have nothing to contribute, you do. Trust me, you do. Everyone has something to contribute. Everyone has something to give to the planet and to each other, even if it's just kindness, even if it's just recognizing that we are all divine souls and we can just treat each other better. If you don't want to hug your neighbor, just virtually hug the planet. Give the planet a hug. It could use it. So, he also wants us to talk about a favorable outcome. Thank you for the beautiful outcome to this situation, which is perfect and fair for everyone involved. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for helping me trust and have faith. This is important. This is important because we put too much pressure and expectation on ourselves. And one of the things that I have had to learn through my journey of the past couple of years is that we are not alone. This whole new, I don't know if I want to call it generation of people that are anxious and depressed. It's not generation because it goes across many generations. It's just this period in time. This is something that's kind of rings really difficult with me, is this anxiety, depression, and over medication because people are they're so depressed and they're so upset, and they carry all these emotions because they don't believe in favorable outcomes. It's all about this. We're still stuck in this instant gratification. If you can't do it now, you can't get it now, then it causes stress and anxiety and depression and pain. And it's because no one believes. No one has that spiritual heart anymore. They don't allow themselves to be guided by their own spirit, let alone an angel or the divine source, God, whatever term you want to use. There's no balance in life anymore. We do have the light, we do have the dark, but everyone's looking for the dark. They're always looking for what's behind them, what's chasing them, what's coming, what's next, and looking forward and projecting that worry into the future instead of living in the now. If you live in the now, trust that tomorrow is going to be fine. Or you'll be dead. Either way, there's no reason to worry about it. It's always a favorable outcome. And if tomorrow comes and you have something to deal with, just trust that it will be fine. There is plenty of abundance out there for all of us. There's no shortage of abundance, of what people need, of what people want. It's just you have to trust. You have to trust that it's going to work out. It will. Believe. It's believing in yourself. It's believing in your higher self. Believing in the energy that's around you, the positive energy. You create positive energy comes back to you. You feel low in a dark place, tap into that positive energy. Know that it's always going to be a favorable outcome if you trust and believe. And like I said, trust and believe in yourself. Trust and believe that these little glowing pieces here, these little sparks, are part of the divine. The divine is a glowing spark of energy. put into you. The divine has been put into you. It's your soul. You are part of the perfect divine. Everything will always, always work out to your benefit. Nothing is ever designed to do you harm. We designed our lives before we even got here. We chose our trials and tribulations and how things would turn out. If we don't go through a trial or tribulation, how can we ever help somebody else go through the same thing? We cannot. So, by design, we have chosen our way. We're the ones that takes the left turns and the right turns and make things more difficult or less difficult if we're not listening to our guides and angels and telling us which way to go. If you bump up into a dead space, into a dead end, something's not going right for you, or it's difficult and you're having to push through, but it's not the right direction, stop, back up, and go the other way. And trust that the other way is where you're supposed to be. Now, last we have focus upon divine and perfect health. God and Archangel Michael, thank you for continuously reminding me to focus upon perfect health and for guiding my actions so they support my well-being. Now, this is very important here also. Our health is very much connected to our mental well-being. All dis-ease is related to stress. So if we're focusing upon divine and perfect health, allowing our ailments to be healed by the divine, by the positive energy flowing around, by positive energy from others on the planet, by the positive energy of our angels and our guides and the divine, then our health will be in alignment with that. So we need to focus upon the divine energy within ourselves and keeping that moving, that energy moving, and not let it get stressed. The moment we get stressed is when the body falls into dis-ease and ailment. This goes back to what I said about depression and anxiety, and those things cause physical problems. It's not just emotional or mental, it comes to the physical and it manifests. So to be able to undo that, you need to find your way back to focusing upon the divine. Our angels and guides, divine source, spirit, is always here to help us. In fact, Archangel Raphael, who is in charge of the green ray of healing, can be called upon to shine his green light on you for healing. This is why I say that religion is not separate from spirituality. You can have spirituality and religion in the same box. If you want to be in a box, be in a box. If you don't want to be in the box, be outside the box and look at all the goofies in the box. That'd be fine. But I'm asking you to just open your mind. I want you to have questions. I want you to come here with questions. I want to help you find answers, and then I want to help you find more questions. The more you question, the more you will understand, and the more you will learn about why we are here, what we are meant to do, how to live a more abundant, healthy, happy life. That is my job here, is to help heal the planet, to get us all out of dark spaces, empty spaces, spaces of pain, to spaces of joy, contentment, passion, sharing, loving, and most importantly, unconditional love. Now I want you to take something away from this one video that I'm going to give away, and that you don't have to like anybody. Like is one of those things that you reserve for people that you actually enjoy spending time with. But love is why we're here. We are here on this planet at this time in these meat suits with our souls to learn unconditional love, to remember unconditional love. We come from a place of unconditional love. It doesn't understand all these emotional things that we go through and that we do as humans. That's why you see angels interpreted a lot of times that don't have emotions because they're from higher realms. And that's why being human is so interesting, because we do have such a wide range of emotions, and we do actually very much have limited understanding and intelligence. We are pretty much just some opposable thumb monkeys sometimes, but we are here to learn unconditional love. And once you get your head around that understanding of unconditional love, it's not just, oh, I love this person and I would do anything for them. It is so far beyond that. Unconditional love is about opening your heart, and it's opening your mind and opening every part of your being to connect your divine soul with other divine souls on the planet. And then once you learn to open up and connect, that's when you can learn to ascend. And ascension will be a whole nother video, but I want you to work on understanding unconditional love. Practice it. Practice letting go. Letting go of people you don't like. Understanding that you don't have to like anybody. It's okay to release that. It may be your mom, your dad, your brother, sister, maybe your husband or wife. I don't know if you like the type of people that you don't like. But you don't have to like them. You just have to love them. And I would like to share my love with you. I unconditionally love all of you. I ask that you please like, subscribe, and share. And please feel free to put questions in the comments. My email is listed below. If you send me a video question in my email, please put in the subject line video question. And I will try to do in the beginning is compile as many similar things as I can. I'll try to hit 3 topics per video so we don't keep them very long. And hopefully I will help bring us all to a more spiritual understanding in the future. Love to you all. Blessed be, and I will see you next time.